I have a question about like your goals as a musician in terms of when you do live performances. I guess you have one coming up at RT Philly on September 24th.
Yes, which I'm very excited.
And you know, you get up there. I guess you still feel the adrenaline rush a little bit when you get up there. Like when you get up there, do you have a specific goal in mind in terms of what you want to do with the audience, where you want to take them, what you want to communicate to them?
First and foremost, I want to not vomit because it's kind of scary.
Always good.
It's always scary. I mean, I've been in band since I was 20, and it's always alarming as hell when you get up in front of an audience. The nerves don't go away? No, not at all. It's awesome. It was one of the reasons why I do it. I think that particularly the last few years when Nico and I initially were playing, we had Jeff and we had Brandon, and so we'd be like a four-piece, and my role was kind of minimized a little bit. It was primarily kind of vocals, but I wasn't carrying anything so much.
Sure.
And then as we played more and more, there were more opportunities for Nico and I to just do a duo thing. So then my guitar playing, because I played primarily guitar with Nico, became kind of more and more important, and I started carrying things like rhythm or started really developing my slide playing.
Sure.
And so that's been just an interesting shift to really kind of focus on that instrument and being able to really carry it. So now, since I'm playing solo, that's hard because you can't just you can't miss a note and just kind of stumble on. If you forget what you're doing or you pause, the song is paused.
Stops,
Everything stops if you get distracted. And so staying focused and not being completely distracted and not letting your nerves kind of take you over and let the whole thing train wreck is really my whole focus. Just making sure that I'm staying present and I'm aware and I'm, because you do have to give something to your audience. You pull from them whatever they're experiencing. If the song is going really badly, you need to be able to figure that out and cut it short. Or if somebody's really digging something, maybe you play it a little bit longer, you play it harder, you play whatever makes sense at that time.
Yeah.
So you need to be aware, but you also can't be so completely removed from what you're doing that you're screwing things up. So I think that's just a long way of saying the only thing I try not to do is fall down, vomit, or train wreck.
It's 80% of the road to success, I guess.
They're all insane. Fireman's blind, the conductor's free. Cincinnati jacket and a satellite day. Hanging out the window with a bottle full of garbage. Some bricks never coming back here no more. Moon in a window and a bird on a pole. Always find a million and a shovel on a cold ground. Shine, shine, the Roosevelt time. Owing up to Baltimore, running out of time. Salvation Army seemed to wind up in a hole. All into heaven in a river of garbage. 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 So you steam under badges, going up to Harlem with a pistol in his jeans, $50 bill inside a barrel's eye. thunder in the road. Some bitches never coming back, you know. Cincinnati jacket and a satellite too. Hanging out the window with a bottle for a lady. Loving. Every chicks, they see someone cut down in their pride. They're not sure what that means, but I know what it means. I'm good, baby, I'm good, dangerous, naked eye. Rest your hands, spend them on this pride, you'll find out why. You wanna take me home? You wanna take me home? Give me a sense of purpose, a real sense of purpose now. Give me a sense of purpose, a real sense of purpose now. Put a voice on front of me, I purse my lips and they run away. Guys like you, just like you, don't come around here every day. I'm fucked, baby, I'm fucked. Just one slip, baby, give us that snatch. Just one drop of makes me stagger and swear, guess I'm just a mess. You wanna take me home? You wanna take me home? Give me a sense of purpose, a real sense of purpose now. Give me a sense of purpose, a real sense of purpose now. Give me a sense of purpose, a real sense of purpose now, now, real sense of purpose now. Sense of purpose now.
But you mentioned your covers, and I know you cover a lot of songs. You got a good chance to hear a lot of your great covers. And I'm wondering, like, in terms of your solo like songwriting, do the songs that you choose to cover and the ones you like covering and coming back to, do they inform your songwriting process and your crafting process? Do they inspire you?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I think all the, music is such a critical piece of, I think, everybody's existence, and you're drawn towards specific styles that you like, songs that you like. There's songs that I just dig. I was in an 80s cover band for 6 years in Vermont, and there's some really awesome songs from the 80s, and so I still have this, I was a kid in the 80s, and that was a great, really cheesy time of music, but there's things that still kind of, music that you connect with as a child, I think, doesn't really go away, and you find the music that you like, that you want to kind of always keep with you. So I have all these, my little 80s forays that I go into, covers of those songs, and definitely trying to tweak them and making them a little bit more into a style that's in line with the other music that I'm playing.
Sure.
And then that absolutely inspires the stuff that I write. The danger is getting in a rut where you're playing the same chord progressions or the same things because it's comfortable. I think Tom Waits had some quote, or at some point he talked about your fingers being like these little dogs that are always trained to go to the same place, and you need to make sure that you make them move, and so you're playing different chords and you're going to different things and you're going outside a place where you're comfortable. Yeah. I definitely stay where I'm comfortable. Yeah, but
we definitely heard that today. Like one of your songs, I heard a completely different arrangement of one of your accordion songs, like a classic. One I've heard from you, kind of echoes the original, and then you sort of went completely different way with it. And I think that was actually really kind of cool.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like kind of cool to see those things evolve as well. Like, and I had a chance to have listened to your music for the past 5 years, and just seeing that sort of progression behind something that's really kind of cool.
Yeah, and that's what happens sometimes. You get something and you're comfortable to place, even the cover of something that you're writing, and it's just like, well, what happens if I play this in minor, like the song you're talking about? And
sure.
That just gets really cool. Stuff gets really interesting when you just tweak it and you don't do it the way it's maybe expected.
Moving forward using all my brain. Backing up to you was never second best. I saw the world crashing all around your face. Never really knowing it was always measured days. I stopped the world and fell with you. You see the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I stopped the world and fell with you. Dream a better life than I wish never had. Trapped in a state of imaginary grace. I made a pilgrimage to save this human race. Never comprehended the race and all the right. I stopped the world and fell with you. You see the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. I stopped the world and fell with you. 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 You see the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do. You stopped the world and fell with you. I 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 stopped the world and fell with you.
That was really funny.
I guess final question. The last 2 years at RT Philly, you've played the final game of Jenga along with all of your chief guests. And everyone who doesn't know, basically, it's a Q&A Jenga game. People write questions for our audience on the Jenga blocks, and as the people are pulling them, the guest will read the question, and they'll answer them. If it's for somebody else, they'll pass it along, but they'll have to stack it. And there is a huge stigma behind losing this game. And so far, you've managed to go, I don't want to say 2-0, because, you haven't lost either time.
I'm really awesome.
But apparently, you're, what is your strategy going into this year's game?
I don't really want to kind of give it away so much, but I've got, a method that doesn't really...
Oh, you want to see a few flicks?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that, but yeah, it's totally flicking the pieces. It's like, you, I mean, I think when you get gentle, you get nervous and you poke the wrong piece and it doesn't work. And I like to kind of just go in and knock it out. And
Clearly.
Yeah, I'm a champion.
Well, I think you're gonna go 3-0 this
Yeah,
year.
totally. And if I don't, I'm gonna like demand a regame or something. Yeah.
Very good, Martha Marin. Great talking to you.
You too, Jet. Thank you. Thanks for coming to my house.
No problem.
CK. Market.
Melt with you, minor.
I'm ready when you are.
I'm set.
Alright, Martha, on you.
Moving forward using all my breath. Making love to you was never second best. I saw the world crashing all around your face. Never really knowing it was always mesh and haze. I stopped the world and melt with you. Sorry. That was totally distracting.
Sorry,
I'm sorry. No, yeah, don't do the hand motions. I'm sorry.
God damn it, Jack! Sorry. Get out of here.
I was trying to help.
Okay. We're still rolling, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're still rolling. Alright.
Sorry.
Chomp, chomp, chomp. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Don't look at me like that, you fuckwad. Punch you in the fucking throat. It won't really.
In throat.
I won't really. Just fuck you.
Back to work.
Come on, dude. You got a job to do.
You lazy fuck.
You better wash your hands, too. Oh, he's gonna smoke another one.
Alright, let's do this after breakfast.
Yeah. You know what? What was I gonna say?
You fucking chain smoker.
God damn it. Oh, shit.
What?
It's my husband.
Of course.
Hey. Can I call you back in 2 seconds? Kind of in the middle of something. Yeah, no, I'll call you right back. Damn it.
Worst timing ever.